Om Shanti. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the RajaYoga meditation course for children. So, how many of you are excited about this class? Because it's going to be different from what we've been doing every Thursday. Okay. So, what we want to do is I want you all to introduce yourselves. So, first, give your name and why do you give your name and why did you want to learn meditation? Why do you want to learn meditation? Okay, so just give me two things: your name and why are you attending this class? All right, so
Where do I
I'm
have to write to type this?
no, you have to speak. And since this is a kids session, it is mandatory that everyone has to have their cameras on. So Shaila, Jian, I need your cameras on, please. So your question is, you will share, so it's just to get to know everyone, so you all know each other, because we're going to be together for 7 days. Um, give your name and why are you here today? So who wants to go first? Yes. So, what we are going to do in these 7 days is understand what meditation is. So, this Raj Yoga course basically is designed, it's a 7 day course, okay? And it is, so we're doing it for the first time for children at Lake County, which is the center here in Illinois. Um, we've been hosting these weekly kids class, which is every Thursday 5 to 6 p.m. And we had a lot of requests for from parents that they want to learn meditation. So that's why we decided to offer it during your holiday time. It's going to be a little different for those who've been attending our weekly kids session. So this is going to be a little different. We will not be going too much into discussions like we do. Um, this is more of like we are giving you the content, okay? And what you're going to do is work on it, digest it. You try to apply it, okay? So you know how it is. You learn some theory and then you go back and you start to practice it and see how it works, and then you come back and then you ask questions. This is how it's going to be. All right, so you will receive homework. I had requested that everyone comes with a notebook and pen, so you take down notes. We will do some activity and some reflection, okay? And this is how we are going to learn together. So there are a few topics that we'll go over in these 7 days. The first is understanding who we truly are. So who am I? Who are we? Okay, am I this name? Am I this body? Am I this gender? Am I this age? Or who am I truly? Okay, what are we doing in this body? How are we functioning? How is all this happening? Okay, the third topic that we'll talk about is God, the supreme soul. And what how do we use God? What is God's role? Many people think they have questions about God. Nobody knows what he does, right? So we will introduce what God does, who God is, and then we will talk about karma. How many of you know, have heard about karma, law of karma? It's mostly what we know is as you sow, so shall you reap. So we'll understand a little more in depth about karma, right? And then we will talk about what is the world going to be like. With all these things happening in the world, is there hope in the world? How is the world going to change? And what is going to be my role? What do I have to do to bring a better world? Okay, so these are the topics that we will go over in these 7 days. So I saw some of you were raising your hand. So yes, Shella.
Oh, I might have clicked that on accident.
Okay. All right, so these are the few topics we'll go over. So let me introduce to you what is Raj Yoga. Okay, because in your email, you saw the name Raj Yoga meditation, right? And how many of you know Brahma Kumaris? Quite a few. Okay, so I am going to introduce what Brahma Kumaris is and what is Raj Yoga. But just before that, is everyone here out of their own will? I know many of you shared that your parents wanted you to join this session, but are you comfortable? Show me a thumbs up if you're comfortable. Comfortable, come everyone, okay? Okay, and I believe your parents are sitting next to you. It would be nice for those children who are attending the Brahma Kumari session for the first time, or their parents don't know about Brahma Kumaris. It would be nice if they are next to you, and just listening as to what we are going to offer. Okay, so so Brahma Kumaris is a spiritual organization. It's not religion. Religion is different from spirituality. So Brahma Kumaris is a spiritual organization. It is headquartered in Mount Abu, Rajasthan, India. It's in India. Our global or international headquarters is in London. We are in over 140 countries, and we have about 9,000 centers in 140 countries. So it's pretty big. Okay. Um, our main practice is Raj Yoga meditation, which is related to our thoughts. So that is what we offer. And we do offer a lot of positive thinking and all these workshops that we do every Thursday with children and even for adults. We offer a lot of stress free living and positive thinking and self esteem and all these classes. All right. So in the US, we have about 35 centers in the US in different states. So if you're from a different state and you would want to know where the center is, you can just send me an email, and I can connect you to one of the centers so you can go and visit and learn more. All right. Any questions so far? Okay. So we're going to be very simple, brief today, and maybe tomorrow we'll kick off a little more in detail. But just wanted to share with you this PowerPoint presentation, which was made by the children who have done the meditation course in the past, and they've been practicing meditation for some time. So can you all see the screen? Okay. So Raj Yoga. Okay, Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga comes from two words. One is Raja, which is the king, and the other is Yog, which means connection. Okay, Raj Yoga. You can take notes down. So this meditation is for everyone. Everyone can practice Raj Yoga. It is easy. All you have to do is remember that you are a sparkling point of light, a twinkling star, which is the soul. So, what is Raj Yoga? So, Raj Yoga is a practice of meditation that makes you the master of your mind. How many of you have this feeling that, oh, I didn't want to say this, but I didn't want to say this, but you say it? Or how many of you get angry and then later on you start thinking that, oh, why did I get angry, it's not worth it, or just want to be a little more calm and peaceful? So Raj Yoga is for you if you go through all this. So what it does is teaches us how to master our mind. If we think too much, do we take a lot of stress in school or for homework, or if someone says something to us, do we feel low, do we feel down? So Raj Yoga helps us with all these feelings. So it makes you the master of your mind. That's powerful, right? By practicing this, you can do anything you set a goal on, anything you want to achieve. By sitting down and creating good thoughts about yourself, others, and nature, you're getting the power to achieve whatever you want. So, this practice of Raj Yoga is a very powerful practice because you are checking your thoughts. You're more aware of what you're thinking, and when your thoughts become very few, they become powerful. And when your thoughts become powerful, you can achieve whatever goal you have for yourself, or whatever goal you keep for yourself. It's like, okay, we have had experiences of children very recently sharing that they have their the exam, what is it called, the map test. And many of them had set a goal for themselves that, okay, I want to attain this goal in the map testing. And they passed, they surpassed that goal. They scored pretty high. And in the past, they were not able to score as good, but it was really easy for them. So it is because your mind, whatever you think, your mind starts creating that for you, and you start to achieve it. Okay. We have had some of children sharing that, when they were participating in competitions, they used to get very stressed, and if whether they will win or lose, and they used to feel very stressed. But now they are pretty calm. So when they are playing, or when they are participating in a competition, they are very calm. They don't go through that stress level, and they are able to perform better. Are you all with me? Do you understand? Yeah. Okay. So how this helps? So do you ever feel that you should be more calm or more patient? Show me, raise your hand if you feel this way. Anybody? More calm, more patient? Yeah? You want to? You feel you should? Well, Raj Yoga helps with that. You're able to calm down and relax at that moment. On a test, maybe a tensed moment, or anytime really, you can practice Raj Yoga. So, this practice of Raj Yoga, or this practice of meditation, is not just that you are sitting in one place and sitting in a certain posture, taking deep breaths, and like, okay, I am this, and you're not. No, this practice of meditation is more. Of course, we are going to practice meditation in this way, but it is also while you're walking and moving around. What is the kind of awareness? What is the kind of feeling that you have as you're walking and moving around? Okay, so this meditation is practiced even while you're in action. So say you're in school and you have back-to-back classes, and since everything is online right now, so this practice of meditation helps you kind of relax or calm down between classes. Just between, say, about when you have your 5-minute break, you can quickly practice this, and you'll be relaxed. You'll be able to focus better. You'll be able to concentrate better. Okay. So, how do you practice it? You can practice Raj Yoga anywhere, anytime, and for however long you want. All you have to do is sit down, keep your eyes open, and create good thoughts. Can you do that? Can you do that? Okay. So, let's try it. So, let's do a little meditation now. I'm going to give you these thoughts and try to feel it. And you see that picture there? So, just relax. Sit very comfortably. Make sure you're sitting like straight and not just on the couch relaxing, because you might fall off to sleep, because meditation is relaxing. So take a deep breath, let it out. This way, you're just relaxing your body. Take another deep breath and let it out. Bring your thoughts to this present moment. I am here today to learn about meditation, to learn more about myself, my thoughts, and my mind. Bring yourself in a calm and peaceful place. Think of a peaceful moment in your life or your favorite peaceful place. And as you are in this peaceful place, you experience peace. You are becoming peaceful. You are peaceful. And you are radiating and spreading peace around you. How does it feel? Om Shanti. How does it feel? Anybody wants to share? How does it feel? Were you able to feel anything at all? Yes, Sanvi?
I I feel that with my friend I was growing flowers. The flowers were being so the flowers glowed and mm, and and I went with my family on my favorite place. My favorite place's name is downtown.
Okay, cool. So, what we are going to do now is I'm going to put you in breakout rooms, and what you're going to discuss in your breakout room is what did you experience? What is peace? So, write these questions down and start thinking about this. What is peace according to you? How did you feel? And what place did you visit now in your meditation? When it was shared that visit a peaceful place or a peaceful moment, what was the place or the moment that you visited or you went to? Okay, so these are the three questions we will be discussing today. Okay, facilitators. So these questions we will discuss today. What is peace according to you? How did you feel in meditation? Kalp, I'll put you in the breakout room. That's where you'll discuss this. And third is where did you go? What place did you visit now in your meditation? Your peaceful place. Okay, so I'm going to put you all in breakout rooms. Om Shanti, everybody back. So in the Brahma Kumaris, we greet each other as Om Shanti. Have you heard that before? So what does Om Shanti mean? Many a times people do this, like how you greet, like Namaste or hi, hello. So instead of doing all that, we say Om Shanti. And Om Shanti means that I am a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful being. Okay, that's what Om Shanti means. So when I say that I am a peaceful being, I remind myself or I take myself in this place of peace. So when I take myself in this place of peace, how will my conversations be like? Can I say Om Shanti and get angry immediately? Can I say Om Shanti and start yelling? Possible? Not possible, no? Right? So, Om Shanti, I stabilize myself in this place of peace and then I come into action. Okay, so this is what Om Shanti means. So, next time when you hear Om Shanti, just bring yourself in this place and remind yourself that, oh, I am peaceful being. Om Shanti. So, when you say Om Shanti back, it's reminding that I am Om Shanti. I am peace. All right. So, did you all have a good discussion in your breakout room? So, one of the questions that I overheard was in meditation, where do we look? Do we keep our eyes open or closed? So, in the beginning, you can keep your eyes closed if you think you're more comfortable. But eventually, this is an open eyed meditation because, as I said, it's more of when you're talking to someone or when you're doing things, you can still experience this meditation. And how do you talk to someone? Do you close your eyes and talk to someone or you leave your eyes open? You
You
leave your
leave
eyes,
your eyes open.
right? So like how do you attend school or how do you write or draw something? So every action, anything that you do, you can actually experience or you can feel a
I leave
peace.
my eyes open.
Okay, great. So, so someone said that, oh, when we leave our eyes open, there's a lot of distractions happening on the screen. There's gallery view. I'm looking at everyone. So one of the things that you can do is go on the speaker mode and not the gallery view. So look only at the speaker. So this way you're minimizing your distractions right there, and you're not looking at this one doing this one doing that, like all over the place. Okay, so go on the speaker view. So just look at the speaker, the person speaking. The other practice that you can do is look down. So anytime when we do our meditation, we kind of look down and we can lower our eyelids and just half close or half open our eyes, very very little, like this, just like this, and look down. So when you look down with your eyelids like this, try doing it right now. You'll see that you don't see anything above this. So if someone is even sitting next to you, you will not be able to see exactly what they're even doing. So your distractions are again minimized. Okay. So in meditation, when I want my mind to be calm and peaceful and maintain that peace and calm for some time, I first need to calm my sense organs. You know what are sense organs? You know the sense organs? So the eyes, nose, ears, right? So I first need to calm them down. My mouth. So I can't be speaking too much and say that, oh, I'm meditating, right? So even if, yes, this meditation, eventually when you become like experts and when you've learned it, and you will start practicing it while speaking too, but then you will see that how your speech or how even the way you speak will be different from how you usually speak when you are in meditation. All right. So let's do a little reflection now. So here's a question for you. Do you feel peace sometimes? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you feel love sometimes? Love sometimes? Do you like feeling peace and love? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you like feeling peace and love? No, you don't like it? Do you like it? You don't like it. You like it? Everybody likes being peace and love? Okay. What if I told you? So many a times we like being peaceful, we like being loved, and what we say is, I want peace, I want love. Do you use that language? I want it. Do you use this language? I want to be peaceful, I want to be loving, or I want everyone to love me. How many of you love, or how many of you like when people hate you or they don't like you? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Anybody likes when someone says, oh, I don't like you? Nobody likes that, right? Yeah, nobody likes it. You know why? Why? Because our original nature is of peace and love. We are originally peaceful and loving or loveful. And that's why we like peace and love. We don't like when someone says, I don't love you or I don't like you. Or how many of you, even though you get a little irritated and angry, how many of you enjoy being angry? Anybody loves getting angry? Nobody, right? Yeah, nobody likes it. Why? Because again, anger is not our original quality. Anger is something that we started using because we thought we can get our things done if I get angry, or maybe this one will listen to me. Hmm? So that's why we started using anger. But when there are two things, one is I want peace and the other is I am peace. What is the difference? I want peace and I am peace. Yes, Karuna, what is the difference? You can answer.
Um, the difference between I want peace and I have peace is like when you say I want peace, it's like you want peace but you don't have it yet. But then if it's I am peace, you already like have it.
Very good. So when you say I want peace, that means I don't have it. And when you say I am peace, that means I have it. And what do I need to do is start using it. So now we are going to change our language a little bit. Instead of saying that I want peace, we will start saying that I am peace. Okay. So let's do, yes, brother.
There were two things that I wanted to just make sure that we could cover. One of the questions that was in our group, we were just in the middle of that, and one was that do I have to force myself to get the thoughts of peace? So is this a forced action that I have to do? So that was one of the questions that I think we should talk about. And the other is that when you're peace, you have some people believe that being peace means that you're like a robot. You're not supposed to have emotions, and it's not. It sounds almost like you're not human, you know? So I want to cover both, if you can cover both those things. One being that, is it a forced thing to keep pushing yourself hard to think about peace? And the other being about not having emotional state being peace.
Sure. So peace is not a forced feeling. And I believe all of you discussed about what is peace, right? Peace is a feeling, peace is an emotion, right? Peace. Um, so we do use peace with calmness or silence and all of these words that are used, tranquility, or, these words are used for peace. But peace is a natural feeling. It's just like we discussed, right? Like, is anger natural or peace natural? What do you think? For how long can you get angry? Go ahead.
Maybe a few minutes at a time.
A few minutes, and then you want to come down, right? You want to come to this place of peace. Can you stay angry all day for the whole year? No, right? So even if you had a fight with someone, after some time you want it to end, don't you? But sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know, this one should come and say hi, I'm not going to go and talk to them. All these thoughts come, that's secondary. But the feeling is that I really want to be peaceful. I don't want that relationship which has this, right? So peace is our original nature. So it's not a forced state of mind. Peace is very natural for us. It is very natural. The only thing is that we have forgotten what peace is, right? The other thing is peace is not being emotionless or feelingless. Peace is a feeling. Peace is not like being a robot. Okay. They don't think. Robots don't think. They don't feel. Right? They're just doing things. Peace is doing things with this feeling or experience of being peaceful. Um, maybe we can do a little. Maybe we can do a little activity. Can you all stand up? So stand up, and I'm going to give you one or two thoughts, and you're going to just keep those thoughts with you, and you're going to walk around the room with that thought and feeling. Okay. So Sanvi, can you please stand up? Everybody, leave your cameras on, so I see you. But everyone, please stand. Okay. So let's remind ourselves of who I am. I know Arya and Shreyana in the car. That's okay. But just think about this now. Okay. Remind yourself of who I am. Today I learned that I am peaceful. Create this thought now. Get all your distractions back. No distractions. Just create this thought. I am peaceful. I am spreading peace around. As I see through these eyes, I am seeing peace. I hear peace and I feel peace. And now walk around the room with this awareness that I am peace. Peace is who I am. I hear peace. I see peace. Everything that I see in this room is peaceful. And now come back and sit. Did you feel anything different? Did you feel anything different? Siddharth Samita, you raised your hand. You want to share something?
Yeah, I just have a quick question. So if we were like originally like peaceful people, so like what started all this kind of like, what's happening today, all this anger and everything, like if everyone was originally peaceful?
What started it? Let's talk about this on the third day.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah?
I
Okay.
was just thinking about
I'm,
that.
I'm keeping it really simple today for all of us, and then tomorrow we'll go into more detail, and then the third day. Okay. But just for now, did it feel different? Do you think that when you create this thought that I am peaceful, do you think it makes you feel any different, or do you think you were the same? And it's okay. Just share whatever you felt. So yeah, Kal.
I just have a question. What made anger?
Okay. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. What made anger? Nobody made anger. It was out there. We just started using it. Okay. Nobody sat in the lab and said, oh, let me use this and let me create anger. It's not created like that. Okay. Anger cannot be manufactured or created.
A
It was all,
feeling cannot be manufactured.
a feeling cannot be manufactured, right? So anger was out there. We started using it because
So
we
God
thought,
made it. That means.
no. Do you think God made anger? We'll look into that also on day 4. But no, God doesn't make anger because God doesn't know what is anger. Do you think God knows what is anger? God cannot make anger. Okay. So we'll talk about all that on day 4 about God and all this. But anger was just out there and we started using it. So anybody felt a little different when you were walking around with this thought that I am peace, I am seeing peace around me? Or was it the same for you? Thumbs up if you were feeling different. Thumbs down if you were not. And if you were not, it's okay. You will. It's more of bringing this thought again and again. So we will end now, but your homework for today is whatever you do all day till tomorrow, till we meet tomorrow, just remind yourself of 2 things. I am peace, I am love. How will you talk when you are love? How will you talk when you are peace? How will you speak to your parents? How will you speak to each other? How will you do things around in the house? When I am peace and I am love. Okay. So this is your homework till tomorrow. Cool. You'll practice it. So everything that you do, you're going to remind yourself that I am peace, I am love. Not I want peace or I want love, but I am peace and I am love. Okay? Cool. So practice this till tomorrow, till we meet tomorrow at 5, and then we'll go more into detail. All right? Any questions? No questions? Okay. Cool. So I will see you all tomorrow. Do your homework. Bye. Om Shanti.